this video, I will be analyzing Chicano English amongst Mexican American communities in the United States. I would like to start out with a short introduction including what exactly Chicano English is, as well as other relevant information before continuing on to my analysis. Chicano English emerges from the linguistic environment where there is contact between Mexican Spanish and American English. An important piece of information I should note is that Chicano English is not English influenced by Spanish, but is a variety of English spoken by fluent English speakers. To help us understand what that means, we can refer to Dr. Otto Santa Anna's study of Chicanos in Los Angeles. Dr. Otto states, Chicano English is an ethnic dialect that children acquire as they acquire English. Chicano English is to be distinguished from the English of second language learners. Thus defined, Chicano English is spoken only by native speakers of English. Another key piece of information, according to the 2013 U.S. Census, is that 34.6 million residents, which is 10.9% of the United States population, identified as being of full or partial Mexican ancestry. And of that 10.9%, 64.1% of all Hispanics and Latinos identified as being Mexican American. Now that you know the definition of Chicano English, as well as statistics from the United States Census, I would like to start my analysis of media representations of Chicano English. According to Man-Kee Lee 2009 article, Code Switching in the Mexican American Community, the most distinctive characteristics amongst the Mexican American community is code switching. Lee defines code switching as a speaker may decide to include a single Spanish word with Spanish pronunciation within an English discourse, or include an entire Spanish phrase with an English sentence, or speak one sentence in Spanish and another in English. Although code switching is not the same thing as Chicano English, somebody who speaks Chicano English might choose to mix in words in Spanish. A media representation of code switching can be found by listening to the 1966 cartoon episode of Speedy Gonzales, Mucho Locos. In this episode, a little mouse named Jose is depressed because he has no TV when Speedy Gonzales tells him to use his imagination. We can hear code switching utilized in this conversation between Speedy Gonzales and the mouse Jose in the following audio clip.
Never in all my life have I seen such a bonito picture on a TV screen. I think I like the color better than the black and white, especially the outdoor stuff. And I like it better a picture I can see. There is no picture on this TV set. It's busted. You are loco en la cabeza. You got to use your imagination, Pelon. You are stupido, Jose. I go to mi casa and watch real TV, and it will not be imagination neither. Adios. It must be nice to be so rich.
Lee states in his work that one may be having a conversation in one language and want to refer to something that is normally associated with another language. This is known as metaphorical code switching. The conversation doesn't change, but the choice reflects another setting in which can add new semantic dimensions to discourse. Although an English word and a Spanish word may be semantically identical, the two sentences may have a completely different meaning depending on which language you choose to switch to. The sentence from the Speedy Gonzales clip, "You are stupido, Jose," is an example of this. The Spanish word for stupid has more offensive meaning as an insult, where the English word has more of a ludicrous meaning. By using Spanish, he is making the statement more offensive than if he just used English. Another characteristic of Chicano English is stress and pitch patterns. As stated in Ofelia Garcia's 1989 article, English Across Cultures, stress and pitch patterns are one of the most distinct characteristics of Chicano English. Stress is often placed on one-syllable prefixes as well as roots, which is elongated. Unlike standard English, these patterns can occur at any point during the conversation. We can hear stress and pitch patterns in the following Speedy Gonzales audio clip.
I don't know about you, but I see a very funny picture. A very funny cartoon. What you see, Speedy? What kind of cartoon you see? Sit down and watch the TV set very closely, and you will see it. Everybody in the whole world knows that the stupidest creature on earth has always been the duck, and the smartest is the mouse. To show you what I mean, imagine yourself back in the time of Robin Hood in the English Isles. This duck thought he was Robin Hood, and he was trying to...
As we heard in the clip, the pitch rose nearly every time at the end of the sentence. The pitch level of the final word appears to get gradually higher, where in standard English the pitch would drop in more of a step-like manner. According to Frederick Field's 2011 book, the overall effect of ending a sentence with a rising intonation instead of falling is to make a statement sound like a question, as if the speaker is not quite sure of themselves. However, the rising intonation does not indicate a question. These sentences can send a mixed signal, and the different patterns of stress can produce misunderstandings. Another characteristic that is common amongst Chicano English speakers is the merging of SH and CH. According to Joyce Penfield's 1985 book, Chicano English, an Ethnic Contact Dialect, speakers of Chicano English, especially those who are bilingual, freely substitute SH and CH for CH and SH. We can hear the merging of SH and CH in the following audio clip from the 1967 commercial called Frito Bandito, the Fritos corn chips.
I heard you want to be a Frito Bandito like me. You do? Then you must sing the Bandito song. Let's sing together. You just follow the bouncing Fritos corn chips bag. Ay, 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 ay. I am the Frito Bandito. I like Fritos corn chips. I love them, I do. I want Fritos corn chips. I'll get them from you. Ay, 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 ay. Oh.
In the audio clip, we can hear the Frito Bandito say ships instead of chips. Some other examples of the merging of SH and CH are teacher for teacher, wash for watch, shop for chop, and beach for beach. As stated in the D2L article by Carmen Fott, Chicano English is an interesting example of contact dialect where two languages were in contact, Spanish and English. As a result, it has features that make people think of a Spanish accent. However, many people who speak Chicano English are monolingual in English and do not speak any Spanish at all. Fott noted that Chicano English speakers have learned English perfectly, but the variety of English they have learned is non-standard due to the contact with Spanish. As stated in another D2L article written by Edward Finnegan, no single variety of English can be called the standard. Because languages rely essentially on arbitrary signs to accomplish their work, there is no justification for claiming there is only one right way to say something. Chicano English can show considerable individual variation. No two people speak the same way all the time. Chicano English is a non-standard dialect because some of its characteristics differ from those of standard American English. Thank you for watching.